Hey ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chief Crappie Raider, and today I want to share with you some of my absolute favorite artificial lures to throw in the fall for giant panfish. Now in the fall, you have a lot of shad activity. You may see them on your sonar or even breaking the water surface, trying to avoid from being eaten by larger predatory fish, including giant panfish. Now, ideally, any type of artificial lure that resembles a shad or a bait fish is the great choice for fall fishing. And with that being said, one of my favorite lures that I like to use in the fall will be a crankbait. This is Eurotackle Z Cranker, a 1.5-inch crankbait. And the reason why a crankbait is in my top choice for fall fishing is because number one, you can cover a lot more water a lot faster than what you would fishing a live minnow under a bobber. And there are also different variations of ways that you can fish a crankbait. The most standard and recommended way is a constant slow and retrieve. It's a simple cast and you slowly reel your lure back into you. Now that's a great way to find the fish, or even for those more lethargic fish that isn't so willing to chase down a lure moving fast in the water. The second way of fishing a crankbait is the direct opposite, which we call burning a crankbait. As soon as your crankbait hits the water, you reeling it in fast, which allows your crankbait to dive deeper into the water column. But more importantly, it doesn't give the fish enough chance to closely examine your artificial lure, which in most cases you're fishing for a reaction strike. And then the third way of fishing a crankbait is starting off with a normal speed, a normal retrieve, and then pausing it in the middle to allow your crankbait to slowly rise back up. Now that way of fishing a crankbait will also get you a lot more strikes. And the reason for it, if you're targeting panfish species such as crappie and more than often feed above them. But you can also you can also catch a crappie directly in front of their face. So if your crankbait is beneath them, the crappie, chances are you're not going to hook up with a crappie unless you foul hook it. So by pausing and allowing your crankbait to slowly rise back up, now the lure is directly in front of them or above them, which they will see over top of their head and come up and grab it. So now that I have covered the three different techniques that I like to use or fish a crankbait, I'm going to show you some of the color schemes that Eurotackle has to offer on our Z Cranker. This is the baby bluegill color. We have the AU color. This is called the black high vis. You have the shad color. The yellow perch color. The red crawl, and last but not least, the natural green. So now that we covered the first part of my favorite artificial lures in the fall, please consider liking, sharing, commenting, and come back for part 2.